Well, now to a Kitchener neighborhood where some people feel a big backyard build that's going up is going to drive down the value of their homes. CTV's Jeff Pickel live now with more on this. We're talking about a dwelling unit, Jeff, in a backyard on Dune South Drive. That's really stirring up that conversation about the need for more housing versus the impact on neighbors.
Well, Tony, last year the city passed a bylaw allowing any residential property to be converted into 4 housing units, and that includes building an additional dwelling on the property known as a garden suite. And while that description may sound like a small, cute little granny flat, this is anything but.
Now we're working on having to deal with changing things to accommodate this being built next door. But
it's a beautiful big backyard that David Weber says is suddenly less inviting thanks to this large construction project next door.
It's a 1,600 square foot home. From what my understanding is, that's 800 on the main floor and 800 in the basement.
Permitted under the City of Kitchener's new gentle density housing bylaw, any residential property can be turned into 4 individual units.
His blueprint application, he calls this a garden suite. That's what it actually says on the application that I've seen.
Standing 4.5 meters tall, the new unit dwarfed the previous chain link fence that was in place.
Spent 10 grand for a fence on one side. I'm spending 10 grand for a fence on the other side. Put money out for a home that probably is going to have a little bit of a reduced value because of having that guy have his place right next door this way.
An unpleasant sight for Weber, but even worse for neighbors on the other side of the fence. Weber says he isn't concerned with having more neighbors. It's the invasion of privacy.
You've got bedrooms at the back on the left and the right side of the unit. So one, the window will overlook where we're sitting.
The City of Kitchener says the project meets its bylaw standards just barely.
The maximum height of the building is 4.5 meters. So they built it right to the max. Like they're meeting the zoning bylaw.
With the existing home on the property rented out to students, neighbors have complained about parking issue, though the city says other bylaw infractions are not taken into account when issuing a permit.
So the building code sets out clear requirements that the chief building official shall issue a building permit when A, B, and C are met. When the construction documents meet or exceed the building code requirements, fees are paid, and the zoning requirements are met, a building permit must be issued.
Ward 4 Councillor Christine Michaud says she understands the complaints.
For this particular one, yes, I'll be honest, yes, I do. I think it is against the spirit. It's still absolutely legal, and it's what we agreed to.
But according to Michaud, this is the unfortunate friction that comes with increasing density.
The City of Kitchener made a municipal housing pledge to build an additional 35,000 homes by 2031. And a component of this is the additional dwelling units.
The city says it's re-examining the additional dwelling bylaw, including whether they should reduce the size that is permitted. CTV News reached out to the property owner but did not get a response.
According to the city, under current bylaws, you were actually allowed to build a garage that is roughly the same height as an additional dwelling. So they say this type of construction was already allowed, but they are looking at reducing some of the aspects, some of those size aspects due to issues like this. Tony?
All right, we'll see where that conversation goes. Jeff, thank you for that. CTV's Jeff Pickel joining us live.